In the last hour, court wrapped up for the day in the trial of a man who stands accused of the 2016 murder of a college student that at the time he had just met. Ken Molestina here with us. We saw you on the 4 o'clock show earlier, but you spent much of your day in court. What was going on inside?
Well, you know, a lot of just routine second day kind of testimony. You know, we know this. The details about Jacqueline Vandagriff's murder, those are certainly gruesome. But today, the testimony from the stand, it mainly focused on placing both the victim and the suspect, Charles Bryant, in the same place on September 13th, 2016.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jacqueline Vandagriff.
24-year-old Jacqueline Vandagriff, a student at Texas Women's University, was a young woman full of energy and smiles. Her death horrified a community after learning the dismembered remains of her body were found charred near Lake Grapevine back in September of 2016, just 2 nights after she met the man accused of killing her, Charles Bryant.
She seemed just fine. We just chatted about how her night was going, school, typical things.
UNT student Sherry Bogue was one of the witnesses on day 2 of the trial. She testified to seeing both Vandagriff and Bryant out for drinks along Fry Street in Denton the night she was last seen alive. Surveillance video used in the trial showed as much.
The female sat pretty close to us, and, us ladies, we wanted to go and talk to her, so we chatted with her for a little bit. And then the man was talking to the bartender and then eventually to us.
Aside from Bogue, Tuesday's testimony mostly dealt with a list of expert witnesses, which also included an FBI agent who explained how cell phone data was used to track both Vandagriff and Bryant's phones that night.
The next activity I have is on the victim's phone from 12:58 to 1:32 a.m. And the phone, the bar is kind of about right here. So we started moving south. And so 12:58, utilize this tower sector. Then it shifts, goes farther south at 1:16 a.m. and then at 1:10 a.m. So kind of somewhere between 1:10 and 1:16, and so this overlap between these two towers.
Well, Bryant's defense is claiming that Vandagriff died during consensual sex that night. They say it was out of panic that the defendant dismembered and burned her body. If he's convicted, Bryant faces life in prison.
We're going to continue to follow the trial until a decision, of course, is reached. Ken, thanks for the update. And you can get other updates anytime, CBSDFW.com or across any of our social media pages.